Katy Realtor. Welcome back to another video. And in this video, let's talk about going from whether you're becoming an empty nester or you're becoming someone who has enjoyed a large home, and you necessarily don't need that much space anymore. Or if you're someone who is enjoying a certain amount of space, whether it's an apartment or a townhome, and you're considering a smaller space in a different place, whether what we're reducing is the price of the home, or whether we're reducing or changing is the location of the home, something that is physically smaller but also you can afford much more easily. So let me explain. Right now, and I've just made a video about equity, right now would be the best time to tap into whatever equity you have into your home. Meaning, even if you bought in the last 6 to 12 months, on average, what we're seeing, and this is another one of the blogs that I have on my website at yourkatyrealtor.com, is in the last 6 to 12 months, even if you bought that recently, on average, people are seeing anywhere from $30,000 to $55,000 in equity, which is after paying off your mortgage, after paying all your fees that come with the cost of selling. That's your walkaway money. That's your net. That's what it's in your pocket to go move on to the next property. There's a few other tax strategies that you can use to mitigate how much you actually lose due to taxes and a few other things, but we're not going to get into that. We are going to get into is, if you're becoming an empty nester, or if you're somebody who's all of a sudden decided to become a minimalist, or somebody who's decided to buy a tiny house, whatever the case is, we're talking about space and budget. So I think one of the biggest things, and this is partly my opinion, but also what I'm observing with lots of clients, older clients in general, is that what we've learned through this pandemic is that less has become more. Simple has become better. And that's been the trend. So I've helped clients move into maybe not areas where there's many homes and they're smaller, but further out of the suburbs, further out of the city, even if it's at a smaller home. That way they can enjoy each other, enjoy their family, still enjoy the space that's surrounding them. But I think that's been one of the biggest lessons, at least it's been for myself and for my clients. It's been to definitely enjoy a certain lifestyle while you can, but ask yourself if it's something that's truly important. So now what they're doing, my clients, and I've seen a few other of my team's clients, is moving into these smaller spaces, saving on energy, saving on a few other metrics of consumption, and living a life that's much more simple. And this has been one of the greatest lessons, I think, the last 2.5, 3 years have taught us. You're seeing in some of these areas that the price points are lower. You're seeing more activity, and it's not just because they're cheaper, it's because you're having a lot of downsizing. So if that's something that's of interest to you, I would love to help. I absolutely love it when it's not just a purchase, right? It's something where maybe even your soul, and maybe it just makes you feel better to shed all that space, all that the large home that you at one point needed or wanted, and you're trading it in for something much more minimal.